Hello, and welcome to California. Yep, walking through, I guess, what's the outside of La Brea, LA, or La Brea, which is a little part on the outside of Los Angeles, if I'm not incorrect. This place is beautiful. If I wasn't having a minor anxiety attack, I would have flipped on the camera for the Winter Wonderland that was in the middle of the city, man. It was crazy. There's snow coming out, and a big old train with Santa's helpers, which were scantily clad women, but, you know, it's all in the spirit. But, live music everywhere, and just cool stuff, and lights, and lots of people. The traffic out here is like big city traffic. Everybody honks. I can't figure out who's honking or for what. There's too many cars to really know. But I tell you what, man, this place, I mean, it's just something else. It's a whole new experience on its own. I mean, these houses are all super fancy. Look at, everybody's got their Christmas lights up. So, yeah, after spending a week in the desert, I said, all right, guys, talking to all my hippie friends that I made out there, you know. I said, all right, guys, I'm done sitting around in the desert. I said, I'm going to go out to the mountains, or, you know, I'm going to keep going west, see what there is to find. And so my idea with this was to, well, find a nice quiet place to get to center myself again, because being around all the people, it well, you know, just uncenters you. You lose your grounding. You're taking in a whole bunch of energy and everything. And I went from you know, being out in the mountains by myself in Colorado to boom, people everywhere, hippies everywhere, hippies, dirty kids, Grateful Dead family. It was interesting. I learned a lot for sure. And as far as my idea of a meditative experience, I think I messed that one up by stopping in LA. But man, I got stuck in Blythe County, California, right across the border, and upon hitching, or trying to hitch out there for I'd say around 3 hours, 4 hours, I pretty much was ready to get going anyway. And so the guy that gave me a ride was going from Phoenix to here in LA, and you know, I told him I'd just ride along with, because he explained to me that pretty much there's nothing in between Blythe and LA. And now that I've sat and looked at some online hitchhiking things and that, you know, kind of travel websites and stuff, that's pretty much it. And apparently there's not too many success stories of hitchhiking out of LA. That said, I've always wanted to go to Venice Beach, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a stop. There's like 5 Trader Joe's around here, so let's take a stop at a Trader Joe's, get myself some good food, and head towards Venice Beach. It was pretty cool. Once I got into town, I stopped and talked to this guy, and I don't know, it felt pretty cool, because he was all like, hey man, I really like what you're doing, like, props to you for doing that. That's something I'd really like to do, but I don't think I can anymore. And boy, if I didn't just pump him up to create his reality, you know, manifest, because this dude's sitting here, like, wearing really nice clothes on a main street in Los Angeles, working at some big old building, talking about how he can't do something. I mean, most of you know as well as I do that this is like you know, this is unheard of, this kind of living, the quality of or the, what is it? The cost of living out here is ridiculous, and big city, you know, everything's going on all the time, and expensive stuff. And here he is saying he can't do something. So I told him, you know, and it felt good, you know, to have somebody, you know, here's not a good spot, but I look like a hobo. I smell like a hobo too. The desert wasn't good for that. But you know, and here he is standing on a street in the, you know, the middle of downtown Los Angeles and taking motivational advice from a hobo-looking guy. So it's cool to, like, even if I'm just like one little ripple in the pond of somebody's life, I feel ecstatic. It is a great feeling. Look at all this stuff. I guess it's dark. But yeah, man. Think about that, you know, what you can do. Like, I've been smiling at so many people. These people don't know what to do with me. I mean, some people might smell me, so they look away. But, you know, the majority of people are like, oh, this guy's smiling at me, and they smile back, you know, and some of them are a bit uncomfortable, which I understand, you know, this place is really nice, and these people are probably wearing clothes that cost more than my entire bank account. So, yeah, to each his own. I'm cool with that. The one guy, though, I was walking through this, they have this huge open-air farmer's market, and I was walking through, and I look at him, and he like drops his head, like oh my god kind of deal, you know, and he looks up and catches eyes with me, and so, you know, I smile at him, and he's like, I got the part, and so I was like, oh, congratulations, and I went to give him a high five, you know, high five, and he goes, nah, bro, no high five. I don't know if that was a hobo, or if the high fives are just so 10 years ago, and Knoxville's just 10 years behind on the high five game. But whatever. It's a good feeling. I still told him congratulations. No skin off my back. He just missed out on an awesome high five, you know? And, you know, there's another place where I could have made just the slightest ripple in that guy's day, you know? And maybe he might reflect on that, being like, oh man, I should have gave that guy a high five. But probably not. I feel like in a city, you know, where people are always go, do, he's probably longboarding on to his next part or fancy vintage clothes shop or whatever. But once again, to each his own. So remember, and you know, I don't want to try and be so preachy anymore. I was thinking about that on the way out here. You know, I'm no freaking guru, you know. And so I don't want to try and tell people what to do or anything, but rather tell you what I do, and hope that you might think like, yo, I could do something like that, you know. And so that's one of the things I like to do, and it started, you know, more or less in food service when you know, I realized that I could have, you know, with a little bit of attention, an impact on somebody's day. And so, yeah, you know, I like to give a smile, you know, give a high five, give a congratulations. You know, even if these people don't want to take a second look at me, you know, the one that does, out of the 3 billion people that I just walked by and had a small heart attack next to, the one that looked at me and smiles and thinks, that guy just made me feel really good. Well, they might not think that, but they might feel really good, you know, and then they'll go on to share a smile. And then that person will go on to share a smile. And then all of a sudden you got a whole bunch of ripples. And ripples can turn into waves. So, welcome to LA. I'm going to Venice Beach tomorrow. I'm gonna go find a place to ninja hobo camp. Good night. I love you all.